All right. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to
Hi,
another
guys.
webinar. Welcome. Hi.
It's a
How
wonderful
is
webinar.
everyone today? How's everyone feeling? It's been a beautiful day here in Florence. It was beautiful. Blue sky, sunshine. So, introduce yourselves in the chat. What's your name and where are you? I'm joined today by the
Why don't
beautiful Sally.
you start?
Sally, where are you right
So,
now?
what's your name and where are you from? Where are you right now?
Oh, me. Okay, where am I? Well, I'm Kate, and I am in Florence, but I am from England. So I am from the south coast of England, in the center in the south. And you, where are you, and where are you from?
Hi, guys. So, I'm Sally. I am in Padova right now, and I'm from a city called Birmingham in the UK, which is in the very, very middle.
Fantastic. Oh, beautiful. I love Birmingham. For me, Birmingham is a very cool city, very cultural, very interesting, very busy. I like Birmingham.
I don't like Birmingham so much.
Okay. Why?
So I think that now I enjoy Birmingham. As a tourist, I really like Birmingham. Whenever I go, it's a nice thing because I am a tourist who knows everything. So I know
Yeah.
the best places to eat and the best places to go and the entertainment, and that's really nice. But
Yeah.
when I was a child, I didn't like Birmingham at all.
Oh, interesting. Yes, okay. Yes, in fact, it's strange. I lived when I was a child in a very, very small village in the countryside, and I really wanted to live in the city. So maybe it was an opposite, or maybe
Maybe.
Sally.
I love living in a city. I
Okay,
love a
yes,
big city.
this was my question. Okay, but just not Birmingham.
No, not Birmingham, not it's the accent, I think. That was my main problem with Birmingham.
Ah, Birmingham, there is a reputation for the accent, I think. People often don't like the Birmingham accent. I think it's fantastic, but I am a minority, apparently.
I think it
Well,
depends. My accent is very mild, but
yeah,
some people have very strong Birmingham accents. It can be very
it's
difficult to
true.
understand.
That's true. And when I met you, I was surprised you were from Birmingham because you have a very neutral accent often. So only
Thank you.
some specific words. Sometimes I think, oh, that's fantastic. That's such a wonderful little difference. I love it. I love it. Well, we are joined today by Cookie Mind, whose real name is
Oh,
Irene. So hi, Irene from Padua.
ah,
Wow, and the anglicized version, even the English version of the name, Padua. Wow, fantastic.
I now I actually know Irene from Padua.
No.
She was one of our students.
Oh my goodness.
So
Hi,
hello, Irene.
Irene.
Really
Oh,
nice to see you.
so nice to
Thank you
see you,
for coming.
Irene. Yes, so nice. Thank you for joining us today. Wonderful. So, Sally, what are we talking about today? What is our topic for today?
Today we're going to talk about at the market.
Fantastic. Okay, now market. Okay, let's think about what these words mean. Let's start looking at our objectives. So, Sally, shall I read?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, at the market. In this focus activity, how to ask for things at the market, countable and uncountable nouns, discuss different types of markets. Now, Sally, you rubbed your hands together there with countable and uncountable nouns. So let's start with that. What is an uncountable noun?
So, an uncountable noun is very simply a thing you cannot count.
Ooh, okay.
So, an example of an uncountable noun is milk. We often use uncountable nouns to also refer to abstract things.
Okay.
So, for example, air, which is a gas and is not visible, is an uncountable noun. Things like love. Love is
Love
an
is
uncountable noun.
uncountable. Oh, this is true. This is true. Also, things like space. Space
Mhm.
is uncountable, and lots of different food, like meat, is uncountable. However, be careful because sometimes there are nouns which are countable and uncountable at the same
Which is
time, or
why I
in
rubbed my hands.
this is why. Okay, well, we'll get there eventually, I suppose. So, if an uncountable noun is something you cannot count, then a countable noun, I think, must be a thing you can count. Is that right?
I would say so.
Okay. Can you give me some examples, Sally?
Sure. So if I think about an example of a regular countable noun, I can think of a chair. So we have one chair, ooh, wrong hand. We can have one chair, and then we can add an S to make it chairs, which is the plural. Okay, that's a regular countable noun. Something that is irregular, if we talk about a mouse, which is the mouse for the computer, and then we use a plural, it becomes mice, which is irregular.
Okay, okay. But still countable, right?
Yes.
I understand. Okay, okay. So let's review that, guys. So, something very, very important is only countable nouns can be plurals. So, you can have one chair or two chairs. You can have one person or two people, or as Sally is beautifully displaying, one bottle, two two bottles.
Oh my
Two
goodness!
bottles. Two
Yeah,
bottles. There you go. There you go.
we are so hydrated.
So one bottle or two bottles. But for uncountable nouns, so things you cannot count, they are not plural. They are never plural. Milk is always milk, never milks. Never.
Space is always space.
Always space. One space, one space, one space, one space. Space is always
It is
uncountable.
infinite.
It is infinite. It is unquantifiable. So this is very important to remember as we move on. Okay, so let's get started. Sally, would you read, please?
Sure. Going to the food market. Number 1, with who? Number 2, when? Number 3, what? Number 4, where? Number 5, how often? How many different types of market can you think of?
Ooh. Now, we're talking about the present simple here, and we're asking questions. So I think we need a little bit of quasi here.
Hmm,
Sally, can you help me out? What is quasi?
sure.
Why have I said this
So,
word?
quasi is the QU forms the question word.
Okay.
Now, there are 7 question words. So we have
7.
which, what, oh, what, where, when, why, who, and how. There we go.
Oh my goodness, 7 question words. How will I remember them? Okay, okay.
Fortunately, in English, they do all, except how, begin with W. So that's
True.
something that we can do. In Italian, it's not so simple.
Not so simple, not so simple.
Then, if we think about the A part,
Mm, mm.
the A is for auxiliary.
Okay. And does it matter which auxiliary or any auxiliary verb?
So, if we're talking with these question words, to make it easy for us today, we can probably use the verb do, and in the third person, does.
Okay.
Okay. We can use to be as well. However, to be is with nouns and adjectives. Okay.
Okay.
So, for example, who are you?
Oh, yes.
I'm.
Who are you?
Okay, so it would be a
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So for these questions, maybe we'll use do and does today.
Fantastic.
Then we have this S, which is for the subject.
Okay.
So that's I or you or we.
Fantastic.
And then we have the I, which is for the infinitive form.
Okay, yes, because in English, the subject and the verb are always divided, right? So we
Yes.
must have both in every sentence, a verb and a subject. Okay.
And then because we have the auxiliary, what we do is we conjugate the first verb. So we only need to conjugate do and does, and then we can leave the next verb.
Okay. Oh, that seems very clear to me. Okay, fantastic. So let's do some practice. Now, the first one, if I follow your rules, then I should say, with who do you go to the market?
Very nice. I like
Is that right?
Yeah, you have another choice, which is who do you go to the market with?
Right, because in English, prepositions always go at the end of the question, right?
Yes. You could say with whom do you go to the market?
Ooh, this is very formal. I love it.
But yes, it's not, we don't use it so much anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so who do you go to the market with? Got it. Okay, shall we make all the questions and then answer them, or shall we answer them one by one? What do you prefer?
Let's make all the questions and then answer them.
Excellent. Okay, so question number 2. Okay, so question word when, auxiliary do with the subject you. When do you go to the food market?
Okay, can I answer it or shall I form the next question?
Let's form the question. I'll write it and you can form the number 3.
Okay. I'm going to, okay. Number 3, what do you buy at the food market?
Ooh.
Maybe I will add an adverb of frequency. What do you usually buy at the market?
Very nice. Okay, excellent. So where do you usually buy? Okay, cool. Okay, number 4. Where? Okay. I could say, where do you usually go to buy food? Is that possible? Where
Mhm.
do you usually go to buy food?
Very nice.
Okay.
I'll take number 5. So how often? How often do you go to the market?
Excellent.
Remember,
Okay.
whenever we have the verb go, we use to. To is the preposition for go.
Fantastic. Okay, so guys, let's ask and answer these questions together. So Sally and I will ask each other, and in the meantime, you can write your answer in the chat. So, Sally, question 1, who do you go to the market with?
Now this is a good question. So if I think about the supermarket, I usually go by myself. By
Okay.
myself or alone.
Okay.
However, if I think about a food market, the last time I went to a food market, I was in Florence. And I went to the food market with my good friend Kate.
Me! Me. Is that true? That's fantastic.
True.
Oh, that is wonderful. That makes me so happy. Well, that must mean that my answer is the same. I think the last time I went with you to a food market. To a supermarket, yes, I usually go by myself or alone. But with you to a food market, apparently. Fantastic. Oh, so nice. Love. Excellent. Okay, so question number 2, Sally. When do you go to the market or to the supermarket?
So these days, I try to go to the supermarket once a week.
Mm.
I
Yes.
buy a big amount of things, and I try to go once a week so that other people are safe and so I am safe.
I agree. This is very, very, very good and very thoughtful, very kind. I am the same. At the moment, I go once a week, only once per week. All right, fantastic. So, what do you usually buy at the market, Sally? What type of food do you like to buy?
So again, if I go to the supermarket, I buy groceries.
Ooh.
So I think the word for these in Italian is la spesa. Okay, general things,
Okay.
groceries.
Okay.
If I go to the food market, I want to buy food that I can eat immediately.
Okay. Food to go. Food to go then.
Food to go. So I like to buy interesting food that I can eat right away.
Very nice. Okay, I think
How
I'm
about you?
the same. Yes, when I go to the supermarket, I buy food, I buy general food, I buy groceries, like you say. When I go to a local market or I go to a food market, I want something immediate also, something fresh and something delicious.
Sounds nice. So we have a little message from our friend Irene.
Hi.
She says,
Yes,
I usually go to the local market with my mother.
fantastic. That's great. Great, Irene. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so Sally, where do you usually go to buy food? Where do you usually go?
Okay, again, because so I usually buy food from the supermarket. Now, I am very lucky. There is a supermarket very close to my house. It's only a 3-minute walk from my house, which
Very
at the
good.
moment is very, very good. I'm very happy about it. However, I often go to a very, very big supermarket in another town, which is
Ooh.
a very big, it's an enormous supermarket. It's called an Interspar, and it's very big.
Ooh, that sounds wonderful. I love supermarkets. I am very strange. I really love supermarkets.
Supermarkets are wonderful.
I love
We have
them.
another message from Matteo Morini. Hi, Matteo.
Hi, Matteo.
I usually go to the supermarket with my grandmother or my mother. Fantastic.
I love these family experiences that both you and Irene, who goes with her mother, I love this. I love this family feeling.
I hope, Matteo, that you take the heavy things.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he is a gentleman.
Mhm.
Excellent. All right. And the final question we almost answered before, Sally, is how often do you go to the supermarket or to the market?
So you are correct. We spoke about this before. At the moment, I want to go to the supermarket once a week. Sometimes a little more if I need to go, but I try to go once a week. I usually go to a food market maybe once every couple of weeks. I am
Okay.
very lucky. In Padova, there are often food markets at the weekend.
Wonderful. Yes, in Florence too, there are some very beautiful food markets here. Yeah.
Mm. I'm hungry now. Now I'm thinking,
Yeah, me too.
almost time
Now
for
I'm
dinner.
hungry. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible.
I'm so hungry now.
Excellent. Now, I'm the same, although I must say, before the quarantine, I usually go to the supermarket every day because I
Wow.
buy my lunch every day. I'm very terrible. Now I go once per week, but usually I go many times per week, 5 or 6 times per week.
I usually go every few days. I don't eat in my house so much when I'm working.
Okay.
I usually have a big breakfast and then stop for the day. And then maybe I will do a big shop. I will buy a lot of groceries at the weekend when I have the time. But yes, recently I'm going once a week and buying a lot of food and eating all of my food in the cupboards. It's very nice.
Yes, wonderful. That sounds wonderful. That sounds great. Excellent. All right, fantastic, guys. So thank you for your responses in the chat. Let's finally come to this last question. How many different types of markets can you think of? Okay, Sally, give me some examples of different types of market.
Okay, so if I think about markets, I think about food markets, obviously. More specifically, I think about cheese markets.
Oh, a cheese market, yes.
I think about sausage markets.
Specifically for sausages only?
Oh, yes. I think about world food markets where you can buy food from international food from all over the world.
Yes.
I think about flower markets.
Oh, a flower market. Yes. Very nice.
I think about antiques markets.
Yes.
Which is, antique is a very old piece of furniture.
Good. Yes.
I think about book markets.
Yes, a book market. Yes.
And I think about something called an artisanal market.
Ooh.
Now, again, especially in Italy, artisanal markets are often food, but it is anything that is homemade or handcrafted. So you can think of cheese or wine, or again, sausages, or it could be pottery. It could be. So there are lots of different kinds of markets.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add?
I think the only one I could add is a fish market.
Oh, yay, fish market. Yes, very nice.
Which smell very strange, but obviously have a lot of delicious food there. So yes, I think this is a fantastic list. You could have a meat market in general, but I agree with you that a sausage market sounds sounds really, really good.
We have a little message from Irene. She says, at the moment, we go to the supermarket when my pantry, great word, Irene, is almost empty and my fridge starts crying.
Oh no! Oh, that's such a sad image. Your empty fridge. Oh, I'm so sorry for your empty fridge.
So just a quick vocabulary word, a pantry. So Irene had a really good idea. A pantry is a place to store food.
Yes.
So many people these days just have a fridge, but if you have different kinds of food you don't need to keep in the fridge, you can keep them in a pantry.
Fantastic. Yes. So your dry food like pasta, like rice, for example, beans, any tins or cans or jars, you can keep them in your pantry. That is fantastic. Great work, Irene. Lovely. Really, really nice. Okay, fantastic. All right, Sally, let's move on. Would you read, please?
Of course. Food categories. So I will read the categories first. We have meat, vegetable, fruit, drink, and other. Okay, so anything that is not meat, vegetable, fruit, drink goes in other. So we have carrot, milk, pasta, steak, sausages, potato, apple, rice, tomato or tomato,
Ooh, tomato.
beef, cheese, peach, orange juice. Those are two separate words. Be careful. Orange juice and melon.
Oof, fantastic. Okay. So let's do a little bit more pronunciation while you guys at home have a go to organize these foods into their categories. So the first, beautifully pronounced by Sally, is orange juice. Orange juice. So if you are at home, you can say orange juice. And this pronunciation is the same in 3 specific words and more. So these words all have the same ooh sound. So we have juice, fruit, cruise. They are the same ooh sound. The I is like a silent sound. Juice, fruit, cruise. Sally, can you say those for me in your beautiful Birmingham accent?
Juice, fruit, cruise.
Oh, that was beautiful with the trill. Are you kidding me? Amazing. So this is very important, guys. One long ooh sound. Now, Sally also said tomato and tomato. Why did you say both, Sally?
So in the UK, we usually use tomato. However, in American English, they say tomato, and both are absolutely fine. You can choose.
Fantastic. So tomato or tomato, it doesn't matter. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so let's go food by food, Sally. So carrot. Where would you put a carrot?
I think a carrot goes in the vegetable category.
I agree with you. I would say the same thing. And another beautiful pronunciation. Remember, guys, it's always shorter than you think. Vegetable, vegetable, vegetable. Okay. Excellent. Okay. What about? Oh no, I showed you. I ruined it. Oh,
no!
I ruined the surprise. I'm sorry. Oh no. It's
I thought fruit. No.
Oh no. I thought the words would disappear. Okay, so milk is a drink. Okay, in Italy, sometimes milk is considered more like a food, but it's not a food. It's a drink. So you drink milk. You don't eat milk.
Milk is a liquid. So in English, we say that you drink it.
You drink it. Okay, what about pasta, Sally? What's a pasta?
Pasta is, it's not meat or vegetables or fruit or drink. So I think it's other.
I agree with you. I think it must be. It's made from wheat. And so wheat is not a fruit or a vegetable. It's definitely not meat. And it's not a liquid. So other. Okay, what about steak?
Steak. Steak is definitely meat. Now, the pronunciation of this is steak. Okay, it rhymes with cake and make and bake.
Cake, make, bake. Okay.
Not steak. It's steak.
Steak, 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 steak. I will take a steak, please.
My fruit juice.
Excellent. Okay, what about sausages? Sausages.
Sausages are meat.
I agree with you. Yep, absolutely. They are a different type of meat, but they are a meat in general. And potatoes? What are potatoes?
You say potato, and I say potato. Potato is other.
It's other?
Oh no, it's a vegetable. Sorry. I looked at pasta and I thought carbohydrate.
Carbohydrate. No. Yes. You could imagine it would be. If we spoke about gnocchi, we would definitely say it was other. But in this case, yes, I think it's a. I mean,
but you
honestly,
can grow a potato and you cannot grow pasta. So
this is true. I have to say. Also, no, but I have to say, potatoes, in my opinion, are a glorious food. They are amazing. So in my opinion, potatoes are a little other because they are so fantastic. So
potatoes are everything. If you are English, you eat a lot of potatoes.
In fact, later I will have potatoes for my dinner. So
very nice.
Here we are. Okay, and what about a good old apple? What's an apple, Sally?
An apple is a fruit.
I agree with you. I agree. The king of fruit. And rice, what about rice?
Rice is other.
Yes, so much like pasta, rice is a grain. It's a grain. It's in the cereal family, so it's not one of the other categories. Okay, a tomato.
Ooh, a tomato.
Ah,
Technically, scientifically, a tomato is a fruit,
indeed,
but usually we put them together with our vegetables.
indeed.
So I
So,
think both of these answers are fine.
yes, it's a fruit or a vegetable. It depends how you feel at the time, but
Tomatoes are very good in salads,
yes.
whereas perhaps maybe not a banana salad unless you're
Ooh,
making
a banana salad. Ugh. Although apple in salad
apple
is
in a
delicious,
salad could work, yes.
but banana, ooh, no, thank you. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, what about beef? Beef.
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 Beef is in the meat category.
It is in the meat category.
Beef.
Beef. Okay, small sidebar, small tangent. Sally, can we just spend a moment to talk about the difference between the name of the animal when it's alive and the name of the meat when it's dead? So, beef
So,
is the name of the meat. What's the animal it comes from?
the name of the animal is a cow.
Mm,
Now, if you are like me and Kate, and you like etymology, the study of language,
yes.
the reason that we have two different words is in England, we don't have much food culture by ourselves.
Mm.
So our food words are from French. Our animal words are from Germanic. So the word Kuh in German means cow, and the word boeuf in French means beef,
Beef.
beef.
And it's the same in lots of other parts of our language. So, what about for the animal a pig? What is the meat from a pig?
So we have a pig, and then the meat is pork.
Fantastic. Now, there is another word for a pig, which is swine, and this comes from the German Schwein. So, swine is the German, and pork is the Latin. What about for a sheep? What's a sheep?
So a sheep, meh,
Eh,
and then when it is not a sheep anymore, it is lamb.
Very good. Yes. Lamb is usually for young sheep, and we say mutton is older sheep, is an older sheep. And finally, what about chicken?
Chicken. So this is an interesting one. Chicken, when it's alive, is a chicken, but it is countable. So you have one chicken, two chickens, many chickens, red chickens, blue chickens, and then poof, it is dead. It
Yep,
is just chicken,
chicken,
uncountable.
uncountable. Yep. So it's the same as fish. We do the same thing with fish. When fish is dead, it's just fish. But when they're
So one
alive,
fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, fish.
fish. But when they are dead, they are only fish. Very strange. Excellent. Okay, great. Let's move back to our categories. Okay, cheese. Oh,
Cheese,
delicious, delicious cheese.
my favorite food. Cheese, I think, is other.
I agree with you. I agree. Okay, what about a peach? A peach.
Peach. A peach is a fruit.
I agree with you. Maybe one of my favorite fruit. I love
Mm.
peaches. I really love them. Okay, and we return to our difficult pronunciation. Orange juice. What is orange juice?
Orange juice is the liquid of an orange.
Fantastic. So,
So it is a drink.
it's a drink.
Because if you
Excellent.
remember, it is a Oh, hang on. I will move my hand. It is a liquid.
Uh,
So
a liquid like water, like wine. It's a liquid. Excellent. And the last one, Sally, a melon.
melon is a fruit.
It is delicious, delicious melon. In fact, I think maybe my absolute favorite fruit is watermelon. This is probably my favorite fruit. I love watermelon so much. All right, fantastic work, guys. So let's move on and let's start with a review of countable and uncountable nouns. So, which nouns are countable and which are uncountable? Sally, could you give us a recap on countable nouns, please?
Of course. Countable nouns can be plural. So, example, apples. We can count them with numbers. So, we can have 1 apple, 2 apples, hundreds of apples.
Fantastic. What about uncountable nouns?
Uncountable nouns can't be countable, can't be plural. So, coffee, space, milk. You can't count them. Okay, so we use some in this case. Some coffee, some orange juice, some water, some space, some love.
Some love, but
love.
never, ever, ever one coffee. Well, maybe one coffee. One orange juice or
One love, except for
one
tennis.
love. Oh, this is true. This is a different spelling. Oh, good. This is nice and confusing, isn't it? This is
Guys, for everything else, it's uncountable.
everything else. Ooh, Irene has a great salad suggestion for us, Sally.
Ooh.
Strawberries and spinach? No, really?
That sounds
Ah,
interesting.
very
Irene, we will have to ask you for your recipe.
I'm imagining, to be honest, I immediately imagined cooked spinach, but probably you mean uncooked spinach. Okay, uncooked spinach, mwah, delicious. Strawberries, mwah,
Vinegar,
delicious.
perhaps?
With balsamic glaze on the top with a little bit of aceto. Oh, yes, please. Oh, wonderful. Excellent. Okay. We're
We are
getting distracted because we're hungry. Okay, so Sally, let's see if we can order these. And are these countable or uncountable? So, in your opinion, lemon. Which is it?
Lemons. Without lemons, you can't make lemonade.
This is true. This is true. You need many, many lemons to make lemonade, and so it must be countable. Okay, book.
Books.
Books.
I need many
Absolutely.
books for my library.
Precisely. Always more than one book is necessary.
Of course.
Okay, car.
Cars. He has cars in his garage.
Very good. Yes. So if you have multiple car, you have cars. Ooh, money. This is an interesting one.
Money.
Money, money, money,
Money.
money, money, money.
The world go round. It is uncountable.
It is uncountable. However, remember, guys, that specific currencies are countable. So money is uncountable, but pounds, euros, dollars, etc., they are countable, of course, because you can have £1, €1, $1, etc. So do be careful. Money is uncountable, but specific currency is countable. Okay, and water, Sally, in your opinion, what about water?
Water is a liquid, so uncountable.
I will always remember this noise now with
Countable and uncountable nouns are some of my favorite things to do because I have so many very silly sounds.
so it's the noises. Okay, interesting. Okay, all right. Well, I love this one. This is very good. I enjoy it.
I like for when I bash my fish and my mum over the head.
Oof. Oh wow, this is aggressive, but I like it. I like it. Okay. What about rice?
Rice. Now, rice is interesting.
Mm.
Rice is very, very, very small, and it would be very difficult to count every single grain of rice. So we usually say rice is uncountable.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree. I would say rice is uncountable. Oh, back to our favorite friend. What about a potato, Sally?
Oh, potatoes. They are countable.
They are indeed countable because, of course, one potato is very sad. You need at least 2 potatoes for your dinner. At least 2.
Well, if you make a jacket potato.
Oh, yeah, still 2. Still
Oh,
2.
really? What about one very big one?
No, 2 very big ones.
Okay.
I love potatoes. I am essentially one big potato. So, yep, cover me in beans. That's all I can say. Okay.
These are countable, by the way.
Okay. Okay, excellent. So, what about wine? We're back to our.
Would everybody like to join me in a gesture?
Let's do it. There we go.
Liquid, uncountable.
Always uncountable.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, indeed. Well, if I'm certainly not counting when I drink wine. So. Excellent. Okay, here we have another liquid here, guys. So it must be uncountable. Uncountable. Remember, guys, it's a liquid. Ooh, okay. A controversial one now. Meat, Sally. What is meat?
Now, let's think. I have my chickens. My chickens are walking around. Cluck, 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 cluck. Uncountable.
There you go. Okay, okay. So again, guys, meat is like money. Meat is uncountable, but the specific type of meat, so for example, steaks, sausages, meat balls, if you have like a bolognese, that kind of thing, these are all countable. So it depends. In general, it's uncountable, but specific examples are countable. Okay. Okay, excellent. And what about house, Sally? House.
House is countable.
I agree. I agree. If you're lucky, maybe you have 2 houses. Maybe.
Ooh, very nice. One by the sea, please.
Oh, yes, please, with a swimming pool. By the sea
City
and with a
house,
swimming pool.
yes,
And
wonderful.
a wine cellar and a walk-in closet.
Yes, of course. And a fireplace.
And oh, yes, and a fireplace and a home theatre.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and finally, guys, sugar. Sally, what do you reckon? Sugar.
Honey, honey. I have a song for every one of these. Now, again, if I think about my rice example, picking up every single grain of sugar would be very difficult. So let's say that sugar is uncountable.
Uncountable. Yes, I agree with you. I think you're right. I believe it is uncountable. All right, great work, guys. Really, really nice. So before we finish, let's do a little review of how much or how many. Use many with countable nouns. Use much with uncountable nouns. Okay, so the question to ask about a quantity is how. How much or how many? So we have some nouns here on the right. So let's go one by one. Sally, do I ask how much pasta or how many pasta?
I think pasta is uncountable. So let's say much. How much pasta?
Fantastic. I agree with you. Okay, apples.
How many apples?
Very nice. Sausages.
How many sausages?
Rice.
How much rice?
Milk.
How much milk?
Tomatoes.
How many tomatoes?
Cheese.
Cheese is interesting. Cheese is from milk, which is a liquid. So, how much cheese?
Very good. And peaches.
How many peaches?
Perfect. Now, again, guys, remember you can see here all of the countable nouns have S at the end. Sometimes we add ES for the spelling to help with the pronunciation because peach, the end sound ch, it's very difficult to add S. Peach.
It becomes very hard to say.
Very difficult. So we add a little sound just to help. Peaches, peaches. but they all have S, so they must be countable. Okay, so Sally, these questions, please.
How much pasta do you want? How many peaches do you want?
So, Sally, how many sausages do you want?
Oh, I want 5 sausages, please.
Oh, a good quantity of sausages.
For
Okay,
a
lovely.
good enough. Mhm. How much milk do you want, Kate?
I want 1 litre of milk, please.
Now, Kate has counted her litres because we cannot count milk, but we can count bottles or litres.
Exactly. So 1 litre of milk. I can't say I want 1 milk
Mm-mm.
because I don't know the quantity, but I could say 1 bottle of milk, 1 litre of milk, 1 glass of milk. These are fine. Okay, Sally, how much pasta do you want?
Ooh, now I can choose for pasta. I want 1 kilogram of pasta, of course,
Okay.
because I can count kilograms and grams. Or I could say I want 1 packet of pasta.
Ooh, what's a packet? What's a packet?
Packet is the container for the pasta. So often there are many, many, many words for containers, but a packet is a very useful word because it means it is sealed at the top.
Absolutely perfect. Yes, that's right. They're usually made of plastic. They are not hard. They are flexible.
Yes.
What other examples do we say for a container? For a packet, sorry. I would say a packet of crisps. I would say also a packet of sweets. I think we use them for sweets.
Packet of rice.
Packet of rice, absolutely.
If you buy your cheese and it is already grated, you can buy a packet of cheese.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think you're right. Excellent. So, guys, if you can't think of the correct word, packet is very, very general.
Very helpful.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, excellent. Okay, and maybe one more question for me, Sally.
Sure. Kate, how many peaches do you want? Because peaches are possibly your favorite fruit.
I want hundreds of peaches. I want 212 peaches.
212 peaches exactly. Okay.
212. And then I will make peach jam, peach pie, peach cobbler, peach juice, peach tea. I will make peach everything. I love peaches so much.
Then you will become a peach.
Then I will become a peach and a potato in one body. Okay, and a final question for you, Sally. From my favorite to your favorite, how much cheese do you want?
Oh, that is a difficult question, Kate. The answer for that is I want all the cheese. I want all of the cheese in the world.
Oh, wow.
Now, for today, because I am alone in my house and I don't need so much cheese,
Okay.
I want um, I want 500 grams of cheese, or I want 3 packets of different cheese, please.
Ooh, which cheese would you like? You can only choose 3. Which 3?
I want Gorgonzola.
Ooh, very nice. Okay.
I want Stilton, which is an English blue cheese.
Very good, yes.
And I want, I think I want a very, very, very strong cheddar.
Really strong English cheddar, huh?
There are some things England does very well. We make excellent beer,
Yeah,
excellent cider, very nice desserts,
great
and
bread
wonderful cheese.
and wonderful cheese. Really good. Although I probably would betray my home country and I would probably choose an Asiago, a really nice mozzarella. And then
Mozzarella di bufala is one of my favorites.
oh, I know I'm an old school gal. I like just the regular old
And there's another cheese called Wensleydale.
Oh, I love Wensleydale. Yes.
Wensleydale is very popular because you can put many things inside the
Inside
Wensleydale.
it, like
So
cranberries.
Wensleydale with cranberries, Wensleydale with apricots.
Oh,
My favorite is Wensleydale and chives.
delicious. Oh yes, a nice soft cheese, maybe a cottage cheese.
Mhm.
Yes, or maybe a red Leicester. Rather a fan of a red Leicester.
I love pecorino cheese as well. One of my favorite meals in Italy is cacio e pepe, and I love to make my own with their pecorino.
Very nice. Yes, delicious, delicious. Oh my goodness, guys! Sorry, we decided to take a journey of cheese.
We got excited about cheese.
Cheese
Cheese
is
is
so
the best.
delicious. It's very delicious. All right, so guys, thank you so much for joining us this evening on our cheesy journey, on our
Countable and uncountable journey.
on our market adventure. Yes, thank you so much. Remember, these webinars are continuing this week and next week, and hopefully we will see you again in a future lesson. That would be wonderful.
Thank you so much for letting us know that you're here. Thank you so much for answering our questions. It was really nice to see you all.
Thank you so much, guys. Okay, well, have a lovely evening, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.